He accidentally dropped a perfume bottle in a store, glass shattered, perfume everywhere, and every single person in that store stopped what they were doing. Asterisk, what is that smell? Asterisk, where can I buy this? Asterisk, I need this right now. Asterisk, he didn't plan it. It just happened. But in that moment, François Coty understood something nobody in the perfume business had figured out yet. People don't buy what they can't smell first. That one accidental lesson built a $30 million empire. And nobody talks about this today. Let's change that. So who was François Coty, born 1874? Corsica. Same island Napoleon came from, which is probably why people eventually called him the Bonaparte of Perfume. He grew up genuinely poor. No connections, no family money, no fancy perfumery school, just this absolute obsession with smell that he couldn't explain to anyone. In his early 20s, he packed up everything and moved to Paris, the center of the fragrance world. Arrived with almost nothing in his pocket, just conviction. He spent months teaching himself perfumery, reading books, running experiments in his tiny apartment, mixing ingredients late at night when everyone else was asleep. And eventually, he created his first fragrance, La Rose Jacqueminot. He walked into the most prestigious pharmacy in Paris, Pharmacie Chardin, and asked them to carry it. They smelled it, looked at him, this nobody from Corsica, no name, no backing, no reputation, and they said no, threw him out. Honestly, I think about this moment a lot, because most people would have gone home after that, figured the industry wasn't for them, convinced themselves they weren't good enough. Coty walked back outside, still holding his perfume, still there, and then it happened. He dropped the bottle right there on the street outside the pharmacy. Glass shattered. Perfume spread across the pavement. People walking past stopped. Women shopping nearby turned around. The smell hit them before they even processed what happened. Within minutes, people were crowding around asking where they could buy this. Genuinely excited. Pulling out their money, the same pharmacy that had just rejected him saw the crowd forming outside their door and immediately called him back in. They wanted to sell it now. One dropped bottle. One accident. First retail partner secured. Now here's what I personally take from this moment. Coty didn't go home after rejection. He was still there. Still present. Still trying. The accident could only help him because he never left that door. Persistence put him in the position where luck could find him. Think about that, but Coty wasn't just lucky. That's the part people miss when they hear this story. He was one of the most brilliant marketing minds the perfume industry has ever produced. And what he did next, nobody had done before. Any of it. First, the bottles. Before Coty, perfume was sold in plain, boring containers. Sometimes customers literally brought their own bottles to fill up at the store. Zero thought given to packaging. Zero. Coty looked at this and thought, this is completely wrong. He tracked down René Lalique, the most celebrated glass artist in France. And together they created perfume bottles that were themselves works of art, intricate, sculpted, beautiful. Collectibles. Suddenly buying a Coty perfume wasn't just buying a smell. It was buying a beautiful object, something you displayed on your dresser, something that said something about who you were. Every luxury perfume brand today does exactly this. The bottle is part of the product. The packaging is part of the seduction. Coty invented that in the early 1900s, before anyone else thought it mattered. Second, free samples. Coty would walk into department stores and spray perfume into the air, leave small vials on counters, let women try before they bought. This was genuinely revolutionary. Nobody did this. His logic was simple: if they smell it, they will buy it. So remove every barrier between the customer and the product. Every perfume counter in every department store today gives you samples. The entire sample culture of the beauty industry traces directly back to Coty. Third, and this is the one that I think shows his real genius: pricing. Luxury perfume at the time was exclusively for the wealthy. Regular people couldn't afford it, couldn't even access it. It existed in a world they weren't invited into. Coty thought this was wrong. He created multiple price points. High-end offerings for the wealthy, more accessible options for middle-class women. His belief, and this was genuinely radical at the time, was that every woman deserved to wear beautiful perfume. Not just the ones who could afford Cartier jewelry. That democratization of luxury, that one belief, built him 30 million bottles a year. 30 million. Honestly, I am not telling a lie from the kid who got thrown out of a pharmacy with nothing. So that's François Coty, the man from Corsica with empty pockets, who got rejected, who dropped a bottle, who accidentally discovered the most powerful marketing lesson in perfume industry. People don't buy what they can't experience first. Wait and think about that for a moment. Designer bottles, free samples, multiple price points. The entire modern perfume industry runs on his blueprint, and most people have never heard his name. Now tell me, drop it in the comments, which part of this story got you the most? The accident, the bottles, the samples. I read every single one. Subscribe, because next episode we're going inside the perfume ads that psychologically manipulate you every time you watch them. And you never even noticed. I'll see you there.